Welcome to SoaringHammer.com, 405th.com. It's Ithaca here. Along once again, like video number 7, I think, of the update on the War Machine. And I want to discuss a few things real quick about how I'm doing some of my assembly. Here's the shin. Now, people have problems sometimes with the shin sliding around. So I found these cool looking rollerblade knee pads, which are kind of funky shaped. I don't know where I got them from. But anyway, after I put the thigh on, I put this knee pad on, and then I slip the shin on. And I've already tried it out, but anywho, once it slides into place, it will actually interlock. This would be around my leg, of course, but that will interlock like this, filling up the void in between my kneecap and the shin, making it a tighter fit, and then it won't shift around sideways when you go to walk. It won't shift off to the left or off to the right a little bit. So that's how the shin will be worn. All right. Plus, it'll give it a nice little Under Armour look around the knee area. Number 2, what I want to discuss is the cod. Most of the cods are done off of the rigger belts, the military-style LBE belts. Right. Well, I decided to go with an elastic belt, and all I did is I took the elastic and put my first hole, Chicago screw through, buckle on the end, and then put it on. But the wife marked the second one, that's why it's like this. But when I put it on, it will actually, and I'll put it on in a little bit for you once I take this chest plate off. But then it's just one, and it's a really, really tight fit, and it's elastic, and it will look a little bit like this once it's on. That gets pushed out. So we'll cover this a little bit more in a second. What I want to talk about now, and I'm pretty happy with it, is the chest plate backpack rig. It's probably one of the best rigs I've come up with so far, but it's not done because we have to figure out the shoulder attachments for it, which we're working on right now. We just have to get this all set up first. So what I did here is, minus the strap that goes from here to the back on both sides because it moves. All right. Heather, can you come over here, please? Hurry, please.
Hurry!
We're gonna go over to the disassembly first of the chest plate backpack. Undo the back buckles. Don't let the chest plate fall, please, or the backpack fall.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
This is my girlfriend, Heather. Okay, you see the backpack? Yeah, that's my wife. You see the backpack's got its own buckles, right? And large bolts, but it's okay because the attachments go over top of those. Now you can see the spinal rig and the chest plate are an actual rig itself. Okay, that came off of a pressure suit. The buckles are already attached to it. All right, so from that point on, now I can actually undo the buckles here for the chest plate, and then you have just the spine piece.
And it's no longer PG-13 because your nipples are showing.
Nipples showing. So there, that's the assembly. That's the spine piece off of the backpack, or off the pressure suit. Come over here, Brittany. Let me do the assembly real quick. All right, so the assembly real quick. It's really simple. Chest plate down. Okay, I have 2 sets of buckles here in the front, one for the backpack, and I'm going to color code them too. One for the backpack, one for the Under Armour. Okay, so boom, boom, Under Armour is done. Okay, you pick the rig up, slip the rig on, reach through, my little fat gut hider concealer goes on, which mounts the back rig to your back and the chest plate. And then Heather, my lovely assistant, comes in with the backpack.
Your new wife.
And we're going to have the actual attachments mounted just onto the back of this and hanging over. So that way when it slips on, it's free in the front. Okay, Heather, buckle me in the back. Heather comes up with the attachments, puts it up in place, buckle, buckle, and then we buckle the side to keep the flopping, done. And that's the rig. Very simple rig. It's not too expensive. Very easy to maneuver. If I had to take chest plate off or something like that, I could actually reach under there, pop, and pop the right one. Grab this backpack, please. It's real fast. Done. Okay. So that's the backpack / chest plate. I think I repainted because I've been doing a lot of beating on them, dremeling and stuff like that. The cod. Remember we talked about the cod earlier. Very simple, very lightweight, which is what I'm going for this suit because the ability is going to be a pain in the butt once I put that whole ab and back piece on to begin with. But this is very simple. Boom, buckle, boom, done. And it's elastic, so I can adjust it up and down but it's still tight enough to where it stays in place because it's not too heavy. But foot plate, thank God for War Machine. Right now what I'm doing is I'm working on the belt, which will be sitting up a little bit higher here. My thighs run down to this, rather than suspenders that have a lot already up top. So, Vic from RestoringHammer.com, 405th.com. YouTube fans, check out 405th Insider on YouTube. And also, once again, thanks to John. This is a little update. Now it's time to get the mounting brackets, and I'll do another video, and then final paint job, and then the helmet. Working on the helmet, and War Machine is done. I'll put it on for you. Remember, if we can do it, so can you. To the last video here, we got the shoulder or the attachments fastened right now. So that's what it's going to look like. It took a little bit of minor altering, a little bit of Dremel in on the backpack to get it to sit right. A couple screws that go up through. These pieces here are part of the backpack. They are separate, completely separate. I can't know if you see underneath that from the front. So it's like kind of like the Mark 6 hangs down and normally buckle right here on the Mark 6. Well, it's actually buckled underneath here. So you have the missile pod up here, and you have the Gatling gun over here. And that's about it. Now it's time to clean them up and repaint everything, and then do another clear coat. I also have to add padding to the shoulder areas because this is really digging in on the shoulder line. So I'm about to do that. But one of you ought to see how it looked. These pieces are where the shoulder bells will attach to, which I'm about to test out here in a few minutes. Remember, if we can do it, so can you. Okay, so finally another update. I'm going to add this one to the same video. Finally got everything lined up properly. You saw me wearing it, and then I had to repaint it up. 001, all the weathering done to it. I added the arc reactor to it now, and I also added some padding which will go here, here, and here for the primary support of the chest and the shoulder areas. So I'll show you the inside in a second, but the arc reactor does in fact light up. Let's turn this off here. There we go. So the arc reactor does light up. I took the light off the camera, so I'm gonna hit pause. So there's the chest plate. Why is it going off? Okay, there we go. So I don't even know why it's really going off though. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, arc reactor. Ooh. Okay, the light's back up, Brittany. Come on. So I know, but it was cool for the first couple seconds. So there you have it. Now for the fun part. Now I'll show you all how I have the inside. Okay, there's the padding we were talking about. For the shoulders, they overlap because the backpack will come over this and sit on as well. So there's the shoulders, mid chest, keep it out from my chest, because down here we have the back of the arc reactor hot glued in. The wire, you want to create your anchor point, hot glue the anchor point here, and then anchor points where all your connections are at. So if the wire gets tugged, it will tug on your anchor points and not actually where they're soldered into your pieces. The converter along the battery is glued down. All excess wire is glued down. And there's my tiny little toggle switch.
I never knew that, by the way.
What?
About the anchor point?
Yeah, it's really important to the anchor point, so you don't. I'm going to turn this light off here. There, I don't know, maybe see it a little differently. But, so that's it for the arc reactor. And the chest plate, I'm getting that much closer to being done. Now it's a matter of doing my thighs to a belt and the helmet. I'm about to test run my helmet right now, because this is a display helmet, and I don't think I've actually ever worn it. So worst case scenario, I'll have to go with my Mark II, which is more the comic. It's an Iron Man helmet, but I'll repaint it to look like War Machine. That one does fit, I know for a fact, but unfortunately it's an Iron Man helmet, so it's more going back to the comic book style War Machine rather than the movie style War Machine and the one I actually like.
With my awesome paint job.
Yeah, which is going to get repainted to match this.
Then you have to make another one.
I'll repaint it once I'm done with it.
I love it.
But all we got to really touch up is this. All the black's got to be redone. Well, maybe, you think?
Hard. No.
No, that should work, right? Okay. It's just a little bit more damage than the body would be, just a tiny bit, but okay, well, I'm going to go edit these videos, and I'm sure I'll have another update for you shortly. Remember, if we can do it, so can you.